Hi there, it's Tom from CoreIntegrator. Today, let's chat about saving time. Lots of time, especially when it comes to processing an invoice. We all know that processing invoices is really time consuming in so many ways, but one of the most time consuming parts of the process is right up front. When someone needs to look at the invoice and data enter that information that's on the invoice straight into your accounting system. Let's take a closer look as I log into CoreIntegrator's AP1 solution in the cloud. I'm going to show you the same invoice twice. The first represents the old way of doing things. So let's look in our queue here, and I'm going to go to the first one up at the top here. Let's look at this invoice in digital format, which already is a step in the right direction. But in this example, you can see I have a lot of empty fields up here. These are fields that I would normally have to enter in manually by hand by looking at the information on the invoice. First, I'm going to come on up here and I'm going to select the vendor name from my drop-down list and so forth. I can just start typing, but you can see that I've got a lot of information to enter here. The invoice number, the date, the amount. But it doesn't end there. I still have a description to enter, who it goes to for approval, and probably one of the more time-consuming parts is doing the GL coding. Here's a list of your chart of accounts. Sometimes it's just a single line here, but many times it could be some extensive coding, and that takes time. There's got to be a better way. Of course there is. That's why we're here. How do we do this? Well, we combine OCR technology with human verification to capture the key values off of each invoice. And we do this with extreme accuracy. Like I'm talking just short of 100%. Not bad, huh? But there's more. Because as you saw in the last example, you still need to figure out who needs to approve the invoice. And that GL coding part, that's lots of data entry. So we're going to add more technology to the process, learning technology. We call it Smart AP. This takes the experience of reducing data entry to eliminating data entry. So let's take a look at that same invoice, but after it has gone through our process. Let's open up the second invoice. And as you can see, all the fields are completely populated, including the GL accounts. But it doesn't end there, because you might send the same invoice to different approvers and different cost centers where the coding is different. Don't worry, we've got your back there too. In those cases, we'll learn all the different scenarios and prompt you to choose which scenario is right for the situation. You're down to a single click in that example. At this point, I'll just send the invoice on for approval and my job is done. That's how we process invoices. Now, if you deal with PO-based invoices and your job is to match the invoice to the purchase order, well, you already know that in itself is a very time-consuming process. So if you thought Smart AP was cool, just wait until you see Smart Match. For more information, check us out at CoreIntegrator.com. Better yet, reach out for a more detailed demonstration. We'd love to show you what we have and how we can make your business more productive.